Chairman of Legal Literary Club, Mr. Ganapathy Subramanian, President of the MMBA, Mr. K. Samithurai, General Secretary, Mr. Alaguram Jodi, Convener, Mr. Tamilmani, experts on the topic, Mr. Prem Bashani, Superintendent of Central Excise, retired, esteemed members of the bar, senior members, advocates of various bar association, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to all of you. I take this opportunity to thank the MMBA and Legal Literary Club for having invited me to inaugurate the Legal Literary Club today. This has been attached with the MMBA. Friends, the moment the members of the Legal Literary Club came to me just 3 days back, I was just immediately thinking about one world-renowned institute that is in UK, that is called Inner Temple. This Inner Temple is globally reputed one. Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, even the first Prime Minister of Pakistan, Liaquat Ali Khan, and many sons and daughters of kings, princes, they used to go to this Inner Temple in UK to learn, to get their law degree. This is how Mahatma Gandhi also chosen to go and get his graduation in law. Similarly, Jawaharlal Nehru also obtained his law degree only from this Inner Temple. This Inner Temple used to organize several meetings like this. It was consisting of so many distinguished members all over the world, and they used to enroll not only the barristers, not only the members of the legal fraternity, they also used to enroll in their membership even the members from the bench, judges also. And they go out of the way to invite not only the barristers, not only the lawyers and the judges from the House of Lords and then lower judiciary to give speech on the issues touching the national and global problems. When the Inner Temple has been organizing this type of programs, mainly for the purpose of educating their members, keeping in mind that once the members of the Inner Temple are made clear about the issues touching the national and the global problems, they were of the view that will be reaching the common people. For example, as a lawyer, under the sun and moon, a lawyer is expected to know everything. Today, an engineer will be coming to you carrying a charge memo or a punishment order, saying that my department has arbitrarily dismissed me from service. Charges are very fake in nature, completely false charges, motivated. I given my explanation. It was not properly looked into. You can just see the order terminating me from service or imposing punishment of so many reversal order or imposing punishment of stoppage of increment with cumulative effect, without cumulative effect. Nothing, whatever the explanation I have given in my explanation to the charge memo is not reflecting the body of the order of punishment. So look at it. Look at the nature of the charges. The charge says that I have not built up the 5-story building or a 50-story building or 20-story building in the manner an engineer has to do it. So he will be explaining how much the river sand has to be used, how much the stones should be used, how much the other concrete should be used. So he will come and explain to you, as a lawyer you must know, for 5-story, for 1-story, for 20 into 20, this building requires this much of ingredients now. You are supposed to know. Next day, a doctor will be coming to you. He will come and say that department has charge sheeted me on the ground of medical negligence. The patient came to me just a few days before I started giving the treatment. I analyzed the entire the blood test report brought to me as per the blood test report, I was not satisfied. Therefore, I put him once again to go for blood test. The blood test report taken from my laboratory also shows that he was having only a small fever, light fever. But this light fever, as per the PG textbook, these are the medicine to be given. I given the medicine only on the basis of the blood test report. So therefore, I cannot be held medical negligence. You are supposed to understand the issues. You are supposed to follow what is the medical negligence. So a lawyer has to know what is there and what is happening under the sun and moon. This is the prime object with which the legal literary program, the legal literary club has been founded now. In fact, the inner temple used to organize meetings, organize this type of special lectures on various complicated, very sensitive issues. People from various life, academicians, distinguished personality in the maths field, physics field, sociological field, economics field, they all used to come and address the problems. Result is, the members of the inner temple used to listen to that. Ultimately, they carry what is the problem, and ultimately they will be knowing what is the solution to the problem. Once you know what is the problem, and once you ultimately come to know what is the solution, you will stand strong before anybody, and nobody will be able to confuse you. That is the purpose for which the inner temple was holding seminar, holding special lectures. And this was coming to my mind when these your office bearers came to me to come and inaugurate this legal literary club now. I thought immediately I must go. This is how I come to you. Today, they have also chosen expert in the field, and the topic today chosen for the discussion is GST now. The legal framework of the GST and the appellate mechanism. If you get up early in the morning and go to the newspaper to read, invariably you can see whether it is Hindu or Times of India or Tinamani or Tinatandi, the first page will be the page carrying the GST. GST will be invariably hitting the first page everywhere. Even in the evening when you are going back, if you just open the TV, every TV channel will be organizing debate on the GST. Today the need of the hour tells us to have some look on the GST now for two reasons. One is, GST is not going to have effect only on the people who are practicing on the sales tax side. GST is going to have impact on all of us. Whether you are a lawyer, whether you are a judge, whether you are an engineer, whether you are a doctor, and even on every being, human being or animal being, it is going to have complete effect, complete impact. So therefore, the need of the hour is, today you are under compulsion to know what is GST. In this context, in fact, I am really thankful and I am really happy to congratulate the organizer for having chosen a very, very extremely useful topic for you all people. But I know that I am not able to see many good friends. Maybe they are very busy in the registry now. But the topic today chosen is a wonderful topic. In fact, it was about 4 weeks back. I was in Chennai. I was also invited to come and take part in one of the seminars, similar seminar organized by the Chennai Chamber of Commerce on the very same topic, GST. I really wanted to go and listen to that meeting, that function. It was a well organized one, but I was not able to go because of the time constraint. Everywhere people are all wanting to know what is the effect, what is the impact the GST is going to have on us. So in this regard, in fact, the topic today you have chosen on the date of inauguration of this legal literary club is a really laudable one. Thanks to the person who has chosen this topic now. Friends, I must tell you only few things because I do not want to stand in between the speaker and you. But GST means, some critics are always making some critical analysis of this rolling out of GST. They say goods and service tax is being introduced. After 70 years of independence, this goods and service tax has been introduced. Many people living in the inner side of our village, they will not be knowing what is GST. They will just go to forest, they will go to their garden, they will go to their fields, pick up fruits, koya, orange, and whatever vegetable item they cultivate, they bring it to the roadside market, they sell it and go away. But today, one of the critics and one of the biggest criticism of these critics shows these poor people are going to be thrown out from the market. The reason is even the unorganized dealers, small traders are also going to be brought under the ambit of the GST now. If they are all brought under the ambit of the GST, you know what will be the problem? You have to know how to operate the laptop, and only everything has to be done only on the email now. Only it has to be done only on the online. So if even educated people are not able to operate, send the application, and then answer any queries coming on the online, how these poor people who are not even able to read and write will be able to meet out this biggest challenge now? That is what the biggest criticism is being made today to defeat this GST. One another criticism is the people, some of the disabled people, prior to this GST, were all enjoying tax-free instruments like the motorized wheelchair and the bright paper, and then the other items whichever is used by the disabled people. They were all tax-free before the GST now. But after the GST, all are taxed now. So how are you going to help these people now? So when you are not even able to look into the plights of these disabled people, how are you going to take care of the people's problem in the lower rank now? That is the second criticism. And the third criticism is, today we in the legal field, the law field, in the tax field, the assessment has to be done on two bases: provisional assessment, and the second one is the final assessment now. The final assessment has to be done only in the end of the financial year. But today this GST has been rolled out on the midnight of 30th of June 2017, in the middle of the financial year. So now the consumers, dealers are all compelled to file two returns from 1st April 2017 till 30th of June 2017, one return is there to file. From 1st July 2017 till 31st March 2017, 18, you have to file another return now. Are you not complicating the issues now? This is one another aspect now. They say in 2002, when Vajpayee government was thinking of introducing this GST on the basis of the one country, one law, and one uniform national market, and also one price, national price, one uniform price from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. They have taken almost 17 long years to roll out this GST. GST was introduced only the midnight of 30th of June. So when you have waited for 17 long years, why don't you wait for another 7 months? So you could have declared open this GST from 1st April 2018. But you have done it in the middle of the financial year. Is it not going to complicate the system? Another criticism. The government comes forward with justification. And their argument is, see, look, people are all unnecessarily wasting their time. They are going to auditors. Instead of giving one returns, they have to give 17 returns, 10 returns. because sales tax, VAT tax, central excise, so many procedures are there. Tamil Nadu Sales Tax Act, Central Sales Tax Act. But every now and then a company has to have minimum 3-4 auditors, minimum 5 consultant on this issue. Now today, all the 17 acts are going to be done away with, and they have been done away with from the effect from 1st July 2017. So now you are relieved from all these 17 tax laws. Is it not beneficial to the common people? That is the question they are putting to us. And the second question, the second argument advanced by the government is, for the last 17 years, people are not even aware of this problem created by the checkposts all over the country. In fact, I was also, before becoming a judge, I just bought 4 lorry loads of marbles from Rajasthan. I myself went to Rajasthan, the Katni. Katni marbles are all very famous. So it was in 2008. I went to Rajasthan, the place called Katni. The Katni marbles are very good. It looks like the yellow color. And if you lay in your house, it gives a very good religious look. So I chosen to go there with my friend. After loading all these Katni marbles in my presence, I came down to my place. I was practicing here as an advocate general, additional advocate general. You will not believe it has taken almost 2 weeks to reach our place, Madurai. The driver who was coming with the 3 loads was telling his plight, sufferings, harassment meted out every now and then in every toll gate, check post. So much of problem. He has to come and wait minimum 2 days at every check post to cross the check post. He has to pay every now and then so many other things. He is not very well versed with the laws. Whatever the money is asked for, to save the time, he used to give extra money now. Good that all the check posts are all completely eliminated on the arrival of this GST. No doubt, it is one of the very good beneficial point that goes in favor of GST. But the another problem which the critics are placing before us is, India is having $2 trillion economy. This $2 trillion economy is going to be completely taken over by this GST. But you must educate the people before introducing this GST. 1 trillion is equivalent to 1,000 billion. And then 1 billion is equivalent to 1,000 million. And 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs. So much of invaluable properties, economy is stuck up with India. And you are just like that, you are taken in overnight and you introduced. Government says, in the life of the country after independence, both houses of parliament had the special session on the midnight of August 1947 to celebrate India's independence. After celebrating the India's independence on the midnight of 15th August 1947, India once again had the benefit of holding the special session of both houses of parliament on the midnight of 15th August 1972, the second special session to celebrate the silver jubilee of the India's independence. Again, the both houses had a special session to celebrate the golden jubilee of the India's independence in the year 1997 on the very same midnight of 15th August 1997. After these 3 special sessions, the 4th session was only to roll out the GST. So much of importance we are giving to GST. Please do not underestimate us. Fine. But what is your argument now? The government argument is, we are going to have one nation, one law, and one national common market, and in the national common market we are going to have one price all over the country. I don't think that it is humanly possible. Let us just go one step forward. Today, Let us take the case of apple. Apple is cultivated only for 3 months only, September, October, November. Most probably it may go on to December. Only 3 months or 4 months the harvest of apple is over. We depend upon apple only from Himachal Pradesh and Kashmir. After these 4 months are over, we have to depend upon the Canada apple or the Australian apple. Forget about the Australia and Canada. Let us not go to Canada now. After harvest season is over, when our merchants are all going to Himachal Pradesh purchasing the apple sold at Himachal Pradesh and at Kashmir sold for 50 rupees per kilo. The 50 rupees apple can be sold 55 rupees in Himachal Pradesh or Srinagar. But when you are going to take to Madras or Kanyakumari, Trichy or Madurai, the transport expenses will be there. So the GST, you can't apply the GST uniformly, and you can't tell them that whatever the price you have paid for purchase the apple at Himachal Pradesh or Kashmir, the same will be the price at Madurai. For example, you are the dealer and I am the dealer. I go all the way from here to purchase the apple from Himachal Pradesh. I have to enter the agreement, otherwise in all over the state people are going and standing in queue. Apple is more important item, because when you go to doctor, he says you take one apple every day so that he can keep the doctors away. So we are compelled by the doctor's advice to go and purchase and eat, at least during the time when you are having the problem, complaints, ailment. So when you purchase the apple at one place where it is harvested, the price is fixed by the cultivator, farmers, and that price is the price can be maintained all over the country. It is not possible. Then after that season is over, we have to turn around to the Canada people. When Canada people are selling the apple, we have to buy the Canada apple and we have to bring by ship. And when the ship comes to Madras airport, Tuticorin airport or Bombay airport, the price which you have paid at Canada cannot be the price either at Madurai or at Madras or at the Bombay airport now. So these are all the things. Therefore, the argument advanced by the government saying that one price all over the country for one goods, I don't think that it is humanly possible now. These are all the things we have to work it out. So many good features are going to be explained to us, and very interesting topic. Such an interesting topic today you have taken. So therefore, I am proud to inaugurate the club, Legal Literary Club, and I wish the Legal Literary Club to have a very prosperous and successful innings in the near future. And I thank you very much for having given me an opportunity to inaugurate this club. Thank you so much.